Hello, the doc is in, and welcome to
Limbus!
whatever this is. I did say like a few weeks ago that, hey, I'm releasing this first part video where I'm going to cover all the prehistory that you need to know so that you can watch this Canto breakdown series where I'm going to go through each Canto. I'm going to re-discuss the story. I'm going to talk about what happens and blah, 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 blah. All that good stuff. That is still going to happen, but I didn't write a script when I finished that first video, and I anticipated that I was going to write the script afterwards. Then I procrastinated, and then life came around, and I had a lot of stuff to do, and now I'm like, dang, it's kind of been a while since I posted that video, and this new video script isn't even halfway done. Shouldn't take super long to finish, but nonetheless, I should put out something in the meantime. What could I possibly make content on? I could talk about the new identity that just came out, or the Time Killing Time rerun, or something or else, or whatever. I could do all those things. Or, like all great creators before me and those after me shall do, I can make a tier list video where I'm not majorly informed. I'm going to give my opinion anyway. So that's what we're going to do today. So today's little video is going to be Limbus Company Canto's tier list. This is with me having not replayed all the Cantos recently. The only one I've replayed so far is literally just the first one to do the script for the video. So some of these takes are going to be wrong, and that is okay. I'll probably make another version of this when I'm done with the series. For now, though, let's give some poorly informed decisions, criticisms, evaluations. All right. Also, minimal editing, because there's supposed to be a quick little video to hold you guys over. All right. Canto 1. You're going to go right into, say, C tier. Now, Canto 1 and 2 generally are notoriously known to be kind of the weakest cantos / intervallos by far, because nothing really happens, to be honest. But having replayed Canto 1, it is still fairly interesting, while a decent part of it is just hovering like, okay, this is the bus, this is how combat works, this is why we do the things we do, etc., etc. So, and then the other half is actually getting to the story, but it's also like none of the characters really interact in any meaningful way, because they're all still very much individuals and we're kind of meeting them. So the things they do are more like, oh, okay, I'm starting to understand what they're like, rather than necessarily being any kind of like dive into who they are as a person and how they're developing over time. Like, we haven't met these people yet. So pretty basic. Even we get an introduction to the League of Nine, I believe that's their name, and everything, but like we don't really know who they are. Overall, very weak Canto, but also it's the first, so they get a pass. Canto 2, Rhodions. This is probably B tier. I don't know. Okay. So because these are the tier list, these are the tiers, I am gonna put Canto 2 in D tier. But I'm not putting in D tier because I don't like the stuff that happens in this Canto. I do. But I just don't feel like it's a great Canto. Like, there's not really much character development, considering that every other following Canto from this point forward, we're getting character development, period. Like, by the end of the Canto, we're getting character development. I feel like the second one's the weakest in my opinion, because we really don't get any Rhodion development for real. Like, we learn her backstory and everything, but we really don't get any, like, I really don't feel like we really get in touch with her character, which is kind of part of the point. She's someone who evades getting emotional by being joyous and upbeat. So it makes sense that her Canto specifically would be emotional, but yet somehow end up not really being emotional. Really good Canto though. A lot of the first cool moments happening in this Canto, I would say. Particularly one that I remember is Ryoshu cutting down the chandelier, kind of unnecessarily. She's just so cool. So yeah, D tier, but not really D tier, but E tier. Canto 3, Sinclair's. That's got to be an A tier. That was the first one where I was like, damn, that's good. That's just a good Canto. I love the character development on Sinclair. It's really cool. I like the darkness of it and how it gets dark and dank and it's awful, but we really come out the other side being kind of hopeful and stuff. The introduction of Damien, the Mark, whatever that means, and the Blue Man group and everything. I just really liked it. I really liked Damien coming in the end. Like we're still kind of suck, so we can't even complete our own missions. Like we just kind of get lucky. It was just really good from my memory. Canto 4. B. I think B. Now, I somewhat say this because this Canto's just like in my memory, it just feels obnoxiously long. And it's a little bit more of a somber tale, and so it's not as upbeat as I like. And so therefore it gets slightly pushed down, but it is kind of I do personally really like it because it was somewhat the lesson in the story of these things somewhat applicable to myself. And so I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the overall story. I enjoyed let's say the overcoming depression kind of like how would I say, healing that's going on in Yiseng's Canto. But overall, it's just not my personal tastes. So it's still really, really good. No problems. S tier, Canto number 5 is S tier. It's just so good. Now, this is with the slight bump from the C Intervallo, which we'll get to in my mind. But man, what a Canto. I loved everything in this. This was just really, really good. The whales are cool. Ishmael going crazy is cool. Ahab is cool. It's just nothing missed. The ending with the hard poop, it's just all good. S tier, easy. See, I was about to say S tier again. Actually, you know what? That is okay. So let's talk about humans. So, really, really good. Given so many cool moments. Literally, Virgilius just gets to show out one time. The multiple boss rush style, no dungeon, because the Canto itself was effectively the dungeon. I'm here. Betrayal, the clearing all Cathys. Okay, it's S tier. It's S tier. It's higher. It's higher. It's just, there we go. It's just good. This is the point where we start hitting like it's the new peak, and then each following Canto is a new peak. And you follow along. This is going to S tier. Is this, in my mind, better than these two? It's hard to say. All of these have great moments that I really, really like and that are really cool. You know what? I would say this goes here because I do value world building / reveals that apply to the rest of the story pretty highly that aren't just Canto specific. And I did really enjoy this Canto for some of those reasons. I also like the way Don Quixote develops everything. I love the cinematic. I love the button mashing section with the lances going at each other. I really liked I really like how they really make you feel bad for the Blood Fiends, which, hey, this is the city. Like, low-key, if you get into everything that we fight's backstory or encounters backstory, you really do kind of sit there and be like, dang, low-key, we're kind of the bad guy in this situation. But this one really makes you feel like, dang, like blood fiends go through it. Like, yeah, they're blood-sucking monsters. No racial. But they be going through it. They got their own problems. They really got some problems. I just really liked it. I like Papa Don. I liked the reveal of Bari, who's just like just cool as hell and also maybe timeless. But nonetheless, really just like the Kanto. So I put it above Ishmael's. But yeah, I'll put it above. All right. We'll do the last Kanto. Hong Lu's is higher than Ishmael's, but not as high as these two. Why is it not higher? Because it's really cool. I liked it. It's kind of I don't know. I just don't feel like it gets higher. Like in my head as of right this moment, I'm just like, I feel like the peaks, how I felt going through Heathcliff's and Don Quixote's Cantos, I felt like the peaks were just higher. But don't get me wrong, I really liked Hong Lu's. Hong Lu's was really, really good. Yeah, it's just really good. It's just really good. They got me hyped. But I don't think I put it higher than this for now. Now, Intervallo time. L's Chicken. Solid B tier. Under the Kanto. Yeah, it's just really cool. It's the first time I feel like we get the sinners to like really just be cool with each other and kind of see their dynamics amongst each other. Simple, entertaining. Concept incinerators are cool. Chicken stuff is cool, or at least funny. There's no further notes than that. I liked it. C, that's A tier right there. Ishmael crashing out and Heathcliff and her going back and forth. That was so, like, her tweaking. That's part of the reason why this right here gets into S tier, because this right here was like, whoa, what are we dealing with here? That was good. And then like the setup of like, hey, we're going to the sea, like you best be ready. I was like, yes, this is alcohol. So yeah, A tier, easy. The Christmas Intervallo. This is C tier? C tier in my mind. So actually, low-key, is it D tier? And I guess it goes to D tier. Not because I don't like it, but it goes to D tier because I don't care about it. Like, it's good development to a certain degree for Heathcliff, but also simultaneously, like I said, I don't care about it. Like I don't think of this as an important part of my Limbus Company experience in a significant portion. I do like kind of touching on the outskirts a little bit, but also the gnomes aren't like the coolest enemies ever. Like if we were going to go to the outskirts and have some time spent in the outskirts, I would see something crazy. This is crazy, but not that crazy. So, D tier. Yield, claim, flesh, bones. I'm gonna say something that's gonna make me sound crazy. I didn't watch this whole Intervallo because at the time to which it was coming out, I think I was in a rush for something, or maybe I was in school at the time. But nonetheless, I just distinctly remember like skipping a little bit of the end of this Intervallo. Of what I saw, it was pretty good, but I also feel like I can't give a fair opinion, so this is going to be TBD. Don't crucify me too much. I'm gonna replay it. I'm gonna watch the whole story from beginning to end, and then make a video about it. But for right now, TBD. Based on what I'm thinking. Anyway, time killing time. Ooh, B tier? B tier. Interesting choice of sinners to focus on. Love the character development on Rodion. Interesting little situation we had going on there. Also got a hint at like Hong Lu's whole situation going on. I just liked it. Not the best. Not bad either. B tier. Yeah. Murder on the Warp Train. Oh my god. If that's not an S tier, I don't know what is. This was so good. This was so good. First off, the music, banger, banger, banger. So good. 1, 2. It was just really cool. I just liked it. I liked the introduction of the Bug Fiends. They all looked interesting. Portrayal, situation going on in the Warp Train, classic, but it's just cool. Then the ending, Dawn reveal. Oh my god, had me sitting there being like, nah, I gotta go talk to the community about this one. S tier. Regular checkup. That's hard to say. I feel like this is another B tier. I feel like this is another B tier. Where do you stand in B tier? I feel like it goes here. Hell's Chicken, I feel like has to go lower because it doesn't have the sauce of the future Cantos as far as like character dynamics and intrigue and watching them, you know, interact during the Intervallo, because it's a big part of the Intervallos, which is that, you know, it's your first opportunity to see the whatever character was in the previous Canto, seeing how they interact with the rest of the sinners now that they've developed in one way or another. I also thought it was cool because we learned more about the company and everything, learn more about the world, see how things are changing. We get to see Eagle Gear for the first time. It's pretty cool. Or at least Limbus Company, not Limbus Company. Okay, actually, hold on. No, actually, no, I'm wrong. Limbus Company's version of Eagle Gear, which is pretty cool. And I just thought that was a cool little Canto. Not the most jam-packed, but that's why it's B tier. Nothing crazy, all good. I forget what it is. Something Eternal Sweeping? I think that's the name of it. Alright. Last Intervallo. Where is it going? I feel the A tier. B tier? Man, I don't feel like this one does anything that I'm like. I feel like it just goes to B tier. Higher than regular checkup because this one's more interesting. There's like more stuff going on. I like the reintroduction of sweepers. I love the reintroduction of what's his name? What's his name? Oh, Ricardo. I enjoyed the introduction of GQ, the intimidation, the level of intimidation he provides. I like the I forget what band he's from, but the little kid guy who's making like the "we're gonna get swept away" jokes or whatever, and then he like dies and everything. I think it's a good kid, good Intervallo. But again, not like these where it's just like, whoa, like things have changed. Like it's just like it's pretty cool. Yeah, these are my feelings on all the Cantos and Intervallos that are out as of now in the story. Again, these are not my official opinions because I know that I haven't gone over these a second time. Like, pretty much the only one I've gone over is Canto 1 since. So everything else, I'm kind of going off memory / how I just felt about it at the time. So, you know, take all my opinions with a grain of salt, but these are my feelings at the moment. And yeah, that's about it. Look out for my next video being hopefully the Canto 1 breakdown. If it's not though, just continue to keep an eye out for those. Other than that, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.